Friday nights were sacred for Ethan Carter and his daughter, Sophie. The diner on Willow Avenue always felt like home. The smell of buttered pancakes, the cheerful waitress, the corner booth that was theirs. Ethan sipped his coffee while Sophie swung her legs under the table, chattering about school. It was peaceful, predictable, and perfect. But just as the jukebox switched songs, Ethan noticed a sudden hush sweep through the diner. Voices had lowered, tension hung in the air, and two men were leaning over a frightened woman sitting alone in the far corner. But before we dive into what happens next, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from today? Drop your country in the comment below and please like the video. Thank you. Now let's continue. The woman's fingers clutched her purse like a lifeline, her eyes darting toward the door. The men's words were sharp, laced with threat. Sophie's small hand tugged her father's sleeve. "Daddy, can't we help her?" she whispered, her voice trembling. Ethan froze. He wasn't a fighter, just a mechanic trying to raise his daughter. But when he looked into her wide, trusting eyes, he felt a stirring he couldn't ignore. Maybe courage wasn't about strength, it was about choice. He took a slow breath, pushed back his chair and stood, his heart thudding in his chest. Ethan crossed the diner, every step echoing in the tense silence. He positioned himself between the men and the terrified woman. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, his voice steady though his palms sweated. One man sneered. "Mind your business." Ethan didn't move. "She is my business tonight." His tone was quiet but firm. The room held its breath. After a moment, the men muttered curses and stormed out, the bell over the door jingling violently. The woman sagged with relief. "Thank you," she whispered shakily. Sophie hurried over, offering her a napkin with a shy, hopeful smile. Ethan thought little more about it that night. He tucked Sophie into bed, kissed her forehead, and told her heroes weren't only in movies. The next morning, he arrived at his small repair shop, expecting another slow day. But parked outside was a sleek black sedan gleaming under the sun. He frowned. No one he knew drove a car like that. The door opened, and to his surprise, the same woman from the diner stepped out, this time calm, confident, and dressed in a sharp gray suit that made her seem like someone important. Something big was coming. "Mr. Carter," she said warmly, extending her hand. "I'm Madeline Pierce." The name rang a bell. Pierce Dynamics, one of the biggest firms in the state. Ethan's eyes widened slightly. Madeline explained that the men at the diner were hired to intimidate her into backing out of a crucial business deal. "You gave me the courage to walk away unharmed," she said softly. Ethan rubbed grease from his hands, awkward but humble. "I just did what anyone should." She smiled knowingly. "No, you did what good people do. That's rare. And that's why I'm here." Madeline opened a folder and placed it on the hood of Ethan's truck. Inside was a contract, an offer for his small garage to service her company's entire vehicle fleet. It was more work and money than he'd ever imagined. "Why me?" Ethan asked, stunned. Madeline's eyes drifted toward Sophie, who was laughing nearby. "Because a man who listens when his daughter says, 'Let's help her,' is someone I can trust." Emotion welled in Ethan's chest. As Sophie ran up to hug him, he realized that kindness had rewritten their future, and true courage was born from compassion. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll away. Hit that subscribe button and join us for more inspiring stories about courage, kindness, and the power of small actions that change lives. Your support helps us create more moments like this one. Stories that remind us all that being a hero starts with just one choice. So please subscribe, like, and share this video to keep the message of hope alive.